I interviewed a avalanche dog ski patroller.
Still has her locker her grandmother gave her today.
I interviewed my dad because he went to Germany with my mom a bunch of years ago.
My cousin who climbed Mount Everest.
All these pictures that my dad gave me from when they were traveling, do you guys want to see them? They're really cool, and I got a bunch of them from all these places they went to and everything.
Everybody has a story to tell by valdmanis. In the spring of 2008, I had the opportunity to study abroad in Germany. While there, I traveled to Riga, Latvia, a city that my grandparents were required to leave in the 1940s due to the war. I was expecting Eastern rebels, however I was greeted by towns of restored beauty and life. While in Riga, I took a 20-minute bumpy train ride to a Baltic beach town where, off a peninsula, I found the house that my great-grandfather lived in. This short trip made the stories of my grandparents come alive for me. Upon returning to my small liberal arts college, I took a half-credit digital storytelling course. Looking back, I think I may have wanted an easy side class and a free meal. However, after a few dinners and reminiscing from abroad, I had a story of a journey, completing the stories I had grown up hearing about and starting new ones in my travels. I never would have thought then that I would be recreating the course for 5th graders. When I came to Germantown Friends School, Jenny informed me of the 5th grade theme of Journey, a study that reflects the students' last year in the lower school, connected to literary journeys and the role of travel in the social studies curriculum, the Islamic Empire, and the rise of the Middle Ages. As I thought about a book club book that would complement the theme, I was reminded of the story I created about my own journey and the journey of my grandparents. With Jenny's openness and support to my put-together memories of my project, I got to work. What kind of stories should they tell? How will we incorporate digital storytelling with a writing curriculum? Whose stories would they share? The process was new, exciting, and challenging. As I dug up my story from college, I realized I hadn't saved it correctly and lost the movie. About an hour before introducing the project, I struggled figuring out the new iMovie, got lost using GarageBand, and in the end shared a podcast with pictures the size of thumbnails on the screen. Luckily, the kids are still super excited and already providing a list of names of possible interviewees. After a few lessons on interview techniques, questions to get people talking, and examples of digital narratives, the students got to work. They were asked to interview a friend, family member, or neighbor over a break and come back to school with the research.
My cousin, where it's actually kind of cold, he climbed Mount Everest.
Pretty cold on Mount Everest, also.
Yeah,
The
art
teacher, somebody wrote a book about that.
Yeah.
Like, it was...
I didn't know that person was still alive, but...
Sorry, yeah. Okay, but over winter break, I also went somewhere cold on top of a mountain, and
You didn't do that.
Yes, I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I actually went to a mountain. And I got to hug an avalanche dog, and I interviewed the owner of that avalanche dog. He was really cuddly. Yeah, he's...
Instead of droopy eyes on the first day back from winter break, your 5th graders were bursting with stories to tell and pictures to share. Some of them thought that their work was finished. However, it had just begun. You have an hour to take what you learned from your interview and start writing your story. Remember to paint a picture for your reader. Zoom in. Find that seed within the watermelon. Show, don't tell what your interviewee was feeling. Run-on voices turn into words on paper, which after many edits, revisions, and writing lessons, turned into well-written narratives with strong leads and full-circle endings. With collaboration from the librarians, Jenny, and having spent a couple hours figuring out the quirks of iMovie HD using my own college project, it was finally time for the students to turn their storyboards into digital realities. At times there were glitches with the software, lost time due to the traveling flu bug, and 2 students using the same computer. However, after a month and a half of dedicated work, your 5th graders were able to celebrate their success and share their stories. Everybody has a story to tell. The voices of the students tell a story, and the images that they have chosen keep the story running in your mind. Enjoy.